So we were doing the second lesson, then where that is called computer laboratory using safely. So that is what we were doing, and then we discussed what is computer laboratory and the importance of the value of the computer laboratory we were discussing, and then we discussed how we are going to use the lab. Right, there are two ways of using that computer lab in order to get the safety. So there are two ways: the safety of ourselves and the safety of the device. So we were doing what is the safety of ourselves, what are the things that we have to know, right? We discuss about where the fire extinguisher should be there, so we should know where the fire extinguisher is available, and we should know where the emergency exit or the emergency door is available in the computer lab, and we should not run here and there, and we have to be careful when we are touching the electronic things like plugs and all. So those are the things that we have to know about ourselves, safety of ourselves in the laboratory, right? And then we discuss about the safety of the devices, how we are going to protect our computer lab in the safety of devices. So where we have to we were doing understanding about the switches, and we should not run here and there, and there were many more things that we have to consider about the safety of the devices. Right, let me know two or thing about Diniti, what are the safety of devices? Diniti, we were discussing.
All the equipment must be switched off.
Yes, it should switch off in proper way, and all the equipment must be in the must keep in a certain place where it should be in the same place, right? And we should not run here and there, and we should not eat or drink inside the computer lab. Those things we were discussing. Then after that we were discussing how we are going to operate the computer. No, how we are going to operate the computer, how to operate the computer. So there are steps that we have to follow up, and then we discuss how we are going to shut down the computer, the way of shut down the computer. And we were discussing about the ethics of computer. Have we? Yes or no? Yes, right. We were discussing about ethics. So what are the ethics? Ethics means rules and regulations, how we are going to use how we are going to use the computer, right? Rules and regulations. Actually those are not rules but regulations, or the customs that we are following in the computer lab, right? So we discussed that one. There are many things that we have to give me one or two the regulations about the Hamsa. Just give me one one ethics of the computer ethics.
No disturb other.
Very good. Do not disturb others, right? When we are using computer lab, we should not disturb others, right? That is one point. And give me another one, Diniti.
No hacking of others.
Yes, we should not hack others, right? I mean, we should not get the copying of others' files and folders, no? And we should not disturb others. We must use computer or your own computer or your own things only. And there are many more that we discussed. When we are, if you want to repair a computer or the whatever it is, we should use the proper tools, right? Without unnecessary things, we have to use the proper tools to remove it, no? And there are those things are there. The other one is, if there is internet connection in the lab, we should not use them. If you want to use the internet lab, you have to get the proper permission from the teacher to get that service done, no? So all the things we discuss as ethics, right? And then I think finally we were discussing about the correct posture of the computer, how we are sitting down in front of the computer. That is called correct posture, right? So then the distance between from our eye to from the computer screens, and the way we are sitting down in the chair, and the what sort of a table should be there in the computer, and what sort of a chair should be in the computer lab. So we were discussing those things also, right? Right. Finally, we were discussing about the electronic waste. Is it correct? Yes or no? අපි එතනද කර කර හිටියේ දිනිති?
Electronic safety.
Sorry?
Electronic safety?
No, electronic waste. Waste safely. Waste means what? Now we are today we have discussed is 2.2.4. Am I correct? Yes, Dhamsa or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we have to do today 2.2.4, that is called dispose of the electronic waste safely. What do you mean by dispose? Dispose means to destroy, right? Dispose means to destroy. And electronic waste means what? All the electronic devices which are not working, right? So which are broken is known as e-waste, right? So e-waste has to dispose, mean we has to remove or has to throw away in a certain way. I mean, it should be a safely method they should do it, right? ඒකේ අපිට ඉලෙක්ට්‍රොනික වේස්ට් එකක් තියෙනවා නම් අපි ඒක අයින් කරන්න ඕනේ. ඒක අයින් කරද්දී safe method එකකින් අයින් කරන්න ඕනේ, right? So that's what we call electronic waste safely, right? So shall we write down what is what is electronic waste? Can you write down the heading called what is electronic waste?
Sir, can you tell it again?
What is electronic waste? What is electronic waste? Let's see, look, are you writing that one or not? Let's look. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Okay, sir.
මට සිග්නල් නැති වුණා ආයෙත් මාතෘකාව කියන්න පුළුවන්ද?
What is electronic waste? Right?
Okay, sir.
Okay. All the all the electronic devices, all the electronic devices, all the electronic devices, all the electronic devices that are that are that are not working, that are not working, that are not working, that are not working, or broken, or broken, that are not working or broken. These are known as e-waste. These are known as e-waste. These are known as e-waste.
මොකද දීසා
These are known. K-N-O-W-N, known. These are known as e-waste. E-W-A-S-T-E. These are known as e-waste. These e-waste are these එබුතා අමාරුද? දහම්සා මොකක්ද තියෙන ගැටලුව කියන්න පුතේ?
නෑ
These e-waste are harmful. These e-waste are harmful. 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 Harmful to human body. To human body. Harmful to human, HUMAN, human body, 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 human body. Yes, Diniti. Any problem? Yeah?
I have finished.
All right. They can cause for various disease. They can cause CAUSE, cause for various VARIOUS, various disease, DISEASE, disease. Therefore, dalam sama speed ni nang kian no ne. Therefore, we have to. Therefore, we have to. Therefore, we have to dispose them. Dispose them. Therefore, we have to disperse them carefully. Carefully. Dispose them carefully. Therefore, we dispose them carefully. Whenever චේදකෙන් ලියා ගන්න different paragraph. In many countries, there are different methods. In many countries, there are different methods. In many countries, there are different methods using to solve this problem. Using to solve this problem. Using solve this problem. In Sri Lanka, we use 3R methods, 3R method to minimize 3R method to minimize e-waste. Right? To minimize e-waste. The method is then 3R ne puthe, right? 3R, right? 3R කියලා කියන්නේ R තුනක්. ඒ කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? පළවෙනි R එක තමයි right? Reuse. දෙවෙනි R එක තමයි reduce. තුන්වෙනි R එක තමයි recycle. ඔක ලියා ගන්න.
Where we write this now?
What?
We write this.
Then you said this is what we have to do.
I told you no. Today the last Tuesday we have done this one.
Is that so?
Yes.
All right. Today we have to do the password case, no, Buddha? How to put a new password is that we did. That means today we have to go ahead with the activity book.
We did last Tuesday 2.2.4.
That means 2.2.4 means Putha, that's what we were doing. Now we are going to today then 2.2.5 we have to do it, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. That was asking you clearly, right? Okay. Right. So we'll then from there we'll go ahead then 2.2.5 Putha. පෙරලා ගන්නකො ඔයගොල්ලෝ පොත තියෙනවා 2.2.5 page number 24. Page number 24. Let's use password to protect computers. कंप्यूटर එකක් ආරක්ෂා කරන්න පාවිච්චි කරන එක තමයි අපි ඔය කියන්නේ. right? computer should be safeguarded physical as well as logical. So what do you mean by physical? Anitsara, Netsilu, what is my physical and logical in the sense? පිටස්තරව සහ බාහිරව නේද? එකයි කියන්නේ අතුලාන්තව සහ බාහිරව කියන එක. Right? So the computer should be safeguarded physically as well as logically. So what do you mean by physically? Physically කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? අපිට අල්ලන්න පුළුවන් දේවල් නේ පුතේ physically නේද? That we can touch, tangible thing. Right? The computer එකේ අල්ලන්න පුළුවන් කොටස් අපිට ආරක්ෂා කරන්න වගේම තමයි අල්ලන්න බැරි කොටස්. ඒ කියන්නේ ඇතුලේ programs, softwares. ඒවත් අපි ආරක්ෂා කරන්න ඕනේ. ඒකයි කියන්නේ. හරි? So there are two ways of protecting them. You must have read in fairy tales that the door is open with the secret word, right? So that means there are many storybooks. You have heard that there are many keywords or the words. When you type it, that the door automatically opens. Something like that. We can protect our information or the data in our computer by setting up a password, right? So that others cannot go inside. So today we discuss about the how we are going to setting a password. අපි කොහොමද password එකක් හදන්නේ කියන එක තමයි අපි ඉඳගෙන ගන්න යන්නේ. Why do we need password? Let's see, why do we need password?
To safeguard our computer.
From what?
Thieves.
Yes, from unauthorized entries, no? Thieves. From thieves or from unauthorized entries. So for that we have to protect ourselves. Clear? Now here okay, shall we write down this one? Let's use password to protect our computer. That's the heading. Let's use password to protect our heading. Okay?
Okay, sir.
සර් මාතෘකාව කියන්න පුළුවන්ද?
Let's use password to protect the computer. Okay? ඒකේ අර්ථය අපි ලියා ගමු. Computer can be
Okay.
Right? Okay. Okay. What did you
Okay,
write?
sir.
What did you write, Nitsilu?
Computer can be. That's all, sir.
Right. Computer can be safeguard. Can be safeguarded. Can be safeguarded. Can be safeguarded. Can be safeguarded physically as well as logically. Physically as well as logically.
Okay, sir.
Right? Can be safeguarded physically and logically. And logically. Right? එතකොට අපිට පුළුවන්, so we can computer lab we can safeguard in two way. One way is physical way, the other one is logical way. So logical way means always it is puta me logical means always software wise, right? Okay, now write down another one. Now if you have a password protected computer, right, so we have to switch on the computer, then there is a screen call like this, no, a screen call here, say password, then there is a box so that we can enter the data to inside the box. So right, that is called the password, entering password. Then there is another button, say OK. So after entering the password, you have to click on the button say OK, right? Then if the password is correct, the computer system will open. If the password is not correct, it says sometimes please try again, the password is wrong, something, that message comes to that, no? Have you seen that on that sort of a computer? Yes, Netsulu.
Yes. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah, right. So that's what. Okay. Follow the guidelines given below. Setting a password. Right. Now, can you write down that sentence? Following, follow the guidelines. Follow the guidelines given. Follow the guidelines given below. Setting a password. Setting a password. Right. So in these guidelines in the book, right, I'm just discussing with you in the book. There are some guidelines are given for to set up a password. So palani එක තමයි එකේ තියෙන, right? The password must be letters, collection of letters, uh, numbers, symbols, right? So there should be a password. Password should have to have a what do you have? Numbers, letters, and the symbols, right? So if it is a good password, you should have those things. What are those things? Numbers, number being 1 to 0 to 9, and the letters A to Z, and symbols, right? There are many symbols that you can use them. Okay. Right. The other point it mentioned in the book is password must not included some simple information like your name, birthday, something like. So password should always an information which is difficult to find out, which is difficult to recognize, right? That sort of a word or the pattern of words should be there. 2 or 3 words which is easily we should understand. We cannot understand easily, or else difficult to understand. That sort of word should be there. And also, password should have to have a meaning, right? So that we can remember it very well. If you have the meaning password, then it can be remember very well. And also password hint should be there. What do you mean by password hint? මොකද පුතේ මේ password hint එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ. Now when the screen comes like that, so if you forget that one, there is another small button somewhere else here to click on it. Then it says a small hint about the password, right? ඒ password එක පොඩි hint එකක් දෙනවා. මොකද ඒ hint එකක් දෙනවා කියන එක තේරුම? Can you understand what does it mean? Netsilo, do you know what do you mean by that one? Password hints means what? Abuda?
It gives a clue for the password.
Yes, it gives a clue for the password, but that clue has to create by ourselves. Create by ourselves, not by the computer, right? There's a clue or the hint, right? For example, I put password like Rocky Visai 2024. So I may use like this password. So there should be a meaning. What is the meaning? Rocky. Rocky means name of our dog. Ballage nama. Right? And 2024 means the year. Right? So this is the password, but this password is should not recognized by others, right? Should not recognized by others. So what we can do is ours can be capital, others should be simple, and then you may have to have a underscore, something like symbol, so if you can, right, or else we can put like this, right, Rocky at mark 2024, right. So something like also you can do it, symbols, numbers, characters, everything should be there, right. So this is what you call a hint of a password. Okay, we'll do write this. අපිට යාගමුද පොඩි ඉස්සරහ කෙන එකට අර්ථ ලියාගන්න hints for the password, right. Number question, first point, password must be collection of, password must be collection of
Okay, sir.
password must be collection of numbers, characters and symbols. Okay, next point, next point, password must not, password must not, password must not include simple informations, password must not include simple informations.
Sir, can you tell it again?
Password must not used, password must not used simple informations, simple informations.
Okay, sir.
Next point, the password must have a meaningful, password must have a meaningful. Password must have a meaningful.
Sir, can you tell it again?
Password must have a meaningful. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Next one. You can use the password hint. You can use the password hint.
Okay, sir.
Next point. You can give you can give you can give uh, email address, or you can give email address or telephone number telephone number telephone number for for restore purpose, for restore purpose, for restore purpose.
Okay, sir.
Right. Next point. Password should not have spaces. Password should not have spaces. Right. එතකොට දැන් ඔය password එකක් අපි හදද්දී when we are creating a password, either you need password for when the computer is switched on, or else you may need password for when there is some program is to be open, or else a file that we are going to be saved with the password. So it doesn't matter whatever the purpose, right? So but you have to give the correct password. So when you are creating a password, you have to remember those hints, those points has to be completed. What are those things? So it has to have numbers, characters and letters, symbols, and there should not be spaces, and it shouldn't very simple password. It should be complex, but it should be very short and sweet, right? and it has to have a meaning so that we can remember it. There should be a meaning. And if there is a password hint facility, you have to use for the password hint facility. And also you may use a email address or a telephone number in a case that you forget. If you want to recover that password, so you have to use those things, right? So that's how we are going to use a good password, so that you can save our computer by entering unauthorized people, right? So that our computer will be safe, right? Now this is what about password. Now I want you to write down a good password. මට අවශ්‍ය ඔයගොල්ලෝ හොඳ password එකක් ලියන්න. Think that you have a computer, you need to have a password for your computer, and then just write down a password. ලියන්න බලන්න password එක එන.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, let Dhams also finish.
මම සිග්නල් නැතුව ලියවුණා.
පුතේ password එකක් හදන්න කියලායි කිව්වේ. පුළුවන් ද password එකක් හදන්න? password එකක් හොඳ password එකක් create කරන්න කියලායි කියන්නේ. Dhams හරිද?
දැන් ටිකක් සිග්නල් මදි.
Right. Netsilo.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. බලමු බලන්න ඔයාගේ password එක කියන්න බලන්න පුතේ.
1 capital A dash capital C simple B question mark 2 dash 3 bracket capital
Wait, wait, wait,
simple
wait, wait, Puta.
Z
Can you tell me again?
1 capital A dash capital C simple B question mark 2 dash 3 bracket simple Z bracket.
Right. So 1A dash CB question mark 2 3 within bracket is it close bracket? Is that the answer? Your password?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. I will tell you what are the things. Right. What about the Diniti's password?
Dinasti at 2013.
Huh?
Dinasti
Uh,
at
uh,
2013.
2013.
Yes.
Okay. The Hamza.
1 capital C,
Again, again.
1 capital C,
Capital P.
capital C,
P for Pereira, ne?
C.
T for Tanky. Right. T
2,
2
3, 4,
3 4
simple B,
simple B
at
at
84.
84. හොඳයි. මේකෙන් මේ තුනෙන් මොකද්ද හොඳම පාස්වර්ඩ් එක? So we have to think about the rules and regulations we discussed. Right? Now this password, the first one is okay, Puta, but when you are typing, so when you are typing the password, sometimes we may get misspelled, but because there are too much, and also there are different places, right? So in this password, you may get sometimes by yourself when you are typing, you may get misspelled. So in this password is too much of different icons, and that is too much is also difficult for us. And also if you are using more than 8 or 10 characters, then what will happen? Then you have to get a lot of time to type the password. That's what I said, we have to use the short and sweet. That's what I said, short and sweet. But here in the second password, Dinithiat 2013, that means if I get Dinas's computer, I can try by doing like that. It's too small, too simple. It should not be too simple. It should not be too simple, Puta. If it is too simple, then others can hack it. Right? Others can trace. You should not put your name, your birthday. Now here you have put your birthday and the name here. Right? So we should not use those passwords. And this is also okay. But is there any meaningful that one, the Hamza? if you don't have any meaning, that means it's difficult for you to understand, to remember. Right? Now I think this also you may don't have meaning. Nitula, is there any meaning for this password? Netsilu, is there any meaningful here?
No.
So if there is no meaningful, you will not remember that one. Therefore, you will forget it. Then you will forget means what will happen? If you forget means, yeah.
Others will hack our computer.
Others?
No. Will hack our computer.
No. I mean, if you can't forget that one, if you can't remember this one, then if there is no meaning, that means it is difficult for you to remember that one. So if you can't remember means you can't open that computer because you forget the password, no? Right? What about this dhamsa? Is there any meaningful here? No. Dhamsa?
දීයපුරම මීනින් එකක්
ඒක විතරයිනේ අනිත් ඒවා ටික. පුතා හැමෙලේම මතක තියා මේක හොඳයි, but if there is no meaningful means it is difficult. Meaningful එකක් තිය. First one is a good password should have to have a meaningful. It should always not too small, but it should be always small, not too small. ගොඩාක් කෙටි වෙන්න බෑ. නමුත් ගොඩාක් දික් වෙන්නත් බෑ. If you make more letters, then by yourself you may get misspelling that one. And there shouldn't be like your name or the very simple, we should not be there. And it can have a simple capital also. It can have a simple capital both also, right? Doesn't matter. මේකට අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම සිම්බල් එකක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ, අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම letter එකක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ, අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම number එකක් තියෙන්න කියලා එහෙම නීතියක්ම නැහැ. But if you have that one is better. And if you have the characters with simple capital with combination is better. But it should have always the meaning. Right? If you have a meaning, as I told you here, I said Rocky at 2024. But in this password, what happened? This is too small, too simple, right? But even though it is too simple, you can make it simple capital, right? Simple capital වේද දාලා සංකේත දාලා අවුරුදු දාලා හදන්න පුළුවන් ඔයාලට, right? එහෙම හදන්න පුළුවන්. ඒතර ගොඩාක් simple වෙන්නත් බෑ, ගොඩාක් long වෙන්නත් බෑ. Then there should be a meaningful. ඒතර තමයි මතක තියාගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ, because password we have to remember. Password should not write anywhere. Password එක අමතක නැගලා තැන් වල ලියන්න බෑ පුතේ සාමාන්‍යයෙන්. Password should always remember in your mind. You should not write anywhere or any place, because if you are writing somewhere else, then others can take it. Therefore, password always think in your mind. It should be in your mind. So to keep in your mind, what you have to do? It should be short and sweet and meaningful. Short, sweet and meaningful. If you don't have meaningful in your password, then there is a problem. දැන් මම මගේ උදාහරණයක් වශයෙන් ගත්තොත් පුතේ මගේ ඊමේල් ඇඩ්‍රස් එක බලන්නකො පොඩ්ඩක්. මගේ ඊමේල් ඇඩ්‍රස් මම දාලා තියෙන්නේ මෙහෙමයි. Right. This is my email address. So I have put in a shortened way, which has the meaning, right? Which has a meaning and a shortened way. In the same manner, you may have the password also. It should have a shortened way. It should have a meaningful, and others should not guess, right? That something like that. But here, in my email address, anybody can remember me. Neither. මෙතන PSIRILK. P කියන්නේ පුෂ්ප, SIRI කියන්නේ සිරි, පුෂ්ප සිරි. LKM කියන්නේ ලංකාවේ කියන්නේ එකයි. එතකොට පුෂ්ප සිරි ලංකාවේ පුෂ්ප සිරි. So my name is Pushpa Siri. So that I just put like this. So here meaning is there. That is a meaning. So I can remember. Even I give my password email address to you, and you also can remember that one very clearly, because you know it is there in my name inbuilt, and where from my inbuilt, so it's easy. Something like that. ඒ වගේ මෙවල තේරුමක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. හැබැයි මේ තේරුම දැන් මේක ඔක්කොන්ටම තේරෙනවනේ. but in password ඔක්කොන්ටම තේරෙන්න බෑ meaning එක. ඔයාට විතරයි තේරෙන්න ඕනේ meaning එක. හැමෝටම තේරෙන්න දෙකට meaning ගහලා ගන්න පුළුවන් නේ. No. So but by yourself only can understand that meaning. Right? Clear the මේක මේ මම මේ වැරදි කියලා කපලම දානව නෙමෙයි. Just I give you another alternative password right now, better than this. Okay, better than this. Can you try again another one? The Hamsa, this at mark එකෙන් මොකද්ද කියන්නේ අහන්නේ ඔයා? මේකනේ අහන්නේ. මේක පුතේ සංකේතයක්, right? අපි at කියලා කියන්නේ at කියන්නේ දී කියන එකනේ. මෙන්න මේක සංකේතාත්මකව තමයි අපි දාන්නේ මේ විදිහට. ඒ ඔය මේ පාස්වර්ඩ් වගේ දාද්දි වෙන වෙන තැන්වලදී වෙන වෙන අර්ථයන් තියෙනවා පුතේ. මෙතනදී අපි පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ ඔය අදහසෙන්. හොඳයි, try කරන්න බලන්න. තව එකක් ඔයගොල්ලෝ ලියන්න බලන්න. මං කියන්නේ මම වැරදි කියනකට වඩා මිනිහට හොඳ එකක් හදමුයි කියන එකයි. හිතලා බලන්න ටක් ගන්න.
Okay, sir.
Netsilu,
Yes, sir.
ඔයාගේ email address එක පොඩ්ඩක් කියන්න පුතේ. email address නෙමෙයි මේ මොකක්ද ඒකට කියන්නේ? මේ WhatsApp
Password.
WhatsApp එක.
Mama Yana.
කමන්නේ.
Sir,
ഓക്കെ ആണ് പുത്തേ.
077
ഓക്കെ
6989 038.
ക്യാൻ യു റിപ്പീറ്റ് അഗൈൻ?
0776989 038.
റൈറ്റ്. ഓക്കെ.
So,
ඔව් පුතේ කියන්න. හරිද? දැම්මද? රයිට්. මෙහෙම කරන්න. ඕගොල්ලෝ හදුව පාස්වර්ඩ් එක chat එකේ type කරලා දාන්න. ඕගොල්ලෝ හදුව පාස්වර්ඩ් එක chat එකේ type කරන්න දාන්න Zoom chat එකේ. හරිද පුතේ? දැන් ඕකේ පළවෙනි එක දම්සගේ පුතා මේ Gmail නම දාන්න එපා. ඒක ඇවිල්ලා මේ email address එකක් නේ. password එකට Gmail address දාන්නේ නෑ පුතේ. දහම්සා ඇහෙනවද? ඔය gmail.com ඒවා දාන්න නෑ. dot දාන්න එපා පුතාලා password එකට. password dot දැම්මොත් වෙන අර්ථයක් එනවා. හරිද? සංකේත පාවිච්චි කරන්න. දිනිති ds at දිනිති ඒක okay. That's somewhat okay because there is meaning that I don't know, but you know ds meanings what, right? को අපේ netසිල දැම්මේ නෑනේ. netසිලු ආ දැම්මද password එක?
ඔව් සර්.
කොහටද දැම්මේ?
chat එක.
මොන chat එකටද පුතේ? මං අර zoom chat එකට දැම්මේ නැද්ද?
නේ.
zoom chat එකට දාන්න පුතේ. ඔය මොන
හා
chat එකද?
සර්.
ඔය මොන zoom chat එකේ දාන්න.
හා සර්.
netසිලු ඔයාගේ ඕකේ meaning එකක් වට තියෙනවද පුතේ?
ඔව් සර්.
හරි. මට බල meaning එක කියන්නකෝ බලන්න.
netසිරු බාධනකේ කැපිටිපොළ නුවරඑළිය ඇඩ්‍රස් එක 7 වැලි W කියන වැලිමඩ ලයිසියන් 98 වලටනේ.
98 කියන්නේ
98 වලටනේ.
right. Okay, so that if you have that meaning is okay. Password is strong. ඒ password එක හොඳයි. හැබැයි තව එකක් තියෙනවා. ඕකට තව symbol එකක් දැම්මම මොනවා හරි at mark එකක් හරි එහෙම නැත්නම් underscore එකක් හරි එහෙම නැත්නම් symbol එකක් වට apply කරන්න පුළුවන් නම් තවත් හොඳයි. ඒක එතකොට meaningful වෙන කියන්නේ strong වෙන password එක. Right? But it is okay. Then it is one is okay and දහම්සා පොඩ්ඩක් හදලා දාන්න බලන්න. දහම්සා තව එකක් ටක් ගාලා දාන්න. netසිලු සංකේතයක් දාලා එකක් හදලා ඕකටම සංකේත දාලා දෙන්න බලන්න. ඔය password එක strong okay ඈ.
සිම්බල් එකක් දාන්න ප්‍රෙෂර් මාර්ක්.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Puta. Dahamsa, that one is okay. Dahamsa, that one is okay. මොකද දිනිති?
ක්ලාස් එක ඉවර වෙන්න කීයටද?
දැන් ඉවරනවා. දැන් ඉවරනවා. ඕකේද පුතා? එතකොට ඔය ටික මට ඕනකම තිබුණේ බලන්න. ඕගොල්ලන්ගේ පාස්වර්ඩ් ටික ඕකේද කියලා. So you are okay now, right? ඕගොල්ලන්ගේ පාස්වර්ඩ් එක හොඳයි. නිත්සිලු, your password is okay now, right? It was okay. But only the if you Nitsilu, are you there? දහම්සා ඔයාගේ පාස්වර්ඩ් එක දැන් දාපු එක අවුලක් නැහැ හොඳයි. right? Nitsilu, right. ඔයාගේ පාස්වර්ඩ් එකත් හොඳයි. ඒකට සංකේතයකුත් ඇඩ් කරා නම් that will be okay, right?
හරි.
හරි. එහෙනම් අපි අද නතර කරමු. අපි next week ඉඳලා පටන් ගමු. next week අපි activity පොත කරන්න පටන් ගමු, right? activity පොත කරලා ඉවර කරමු next week. So any questions, Netsulu, are you do you have any questions or any problem? Are you okay with the class? Can you understand?
Yes, sir.
Is it okay? Is there any proposal for you to do? Netsulu,
Yes, sir.
do you have any proposal or suggestions here?
No, sir.
Okay, Puta. Okay, then God bless you everybody. Good night.
Bye,
Inshallah,
sir.
bye.
Bye, sir.
Goodbye, sir.
Bye.